Well, my name's Tim King. I'm the supervisor for the Rental Housing Inspection Program, which is an entity of code enforcement. We speak all over the county dealing with immigrants that come in. We deal with a lot of rental housing inspections that deal with full entire apartment complexes with immigrants that either come from a different country, have maybe a language barrier, and don't understand the violations that happen that are actually enforced in California. So we come out and we educate them in all the kinds of school settings like this, and we let them know that there are certain violations that they may be used to in the countries that they lived in that are not allowed in California. And so we go into detail all these types of violations. These include running water, making sure they have hot water, making sure they have a heater that's working, proper electricity, making sure there's not surfacing sewage that's popping up through their toilets. We talk to them about junk and rubbish and what can be stored in and outside of your property. We talk to them about structural damage and the types of violations that if they're walking on their balconies or on their landings, that they see dry rot or balconies that are about to collapse, that they need to let the property owners know and call code enforcement so we can address these issues. We also talk to them about the fire hazards that can happen inside of their properties. We tell them about safety regarding smoke detectors. We talk to them about the lack of egress of having some of their windows that are boarded up. If those things are existing there, it potentially could cause a life and safety issue. If there is a fire, they're not going to be able to get out of their units. So we educate them on that. We answer all kinds of questions. We reiterate that we'd like them to talk to their property owners first, and if they're not getting cooperation, then to call code enforcement at that point. And then we give them all kinds of resources that they can call, not only the resources to call for code enforcement, but also some legal advice. The county offers different services here that provides them legal advice on how to deal with situations with retaliation, or if they're getting evicted, or because of their race or their immigration status, that they're going to have the fees or maybe some of the things forced on them, and they may not understand their rights as a tenant. So we give them information on how to call, who to call to help protect their rights, and also get these violations corrected. For us, the easiest thing to contact is 311. If you can remember 311, you can dial it from your phone. That goes right into the county triage system. We have multiple translation services there. I can't remember, it's like 25, 26 different languages. So you can call, it's free of charge. That person there will either open up a case if it's related to code enforcement, and then we'll have an officer go out and investigate the problem, make sure it gets fixed.